All right, good morning. We're here this morning to recognize our seventh graders for their awards and achievements. I cannot stress enough, very grateful that we are in school 5 days a week. I'm grateful for our teachers and our students. Obviously, it was a different year. I mean, what school looked like was a little bit different, but overall, it was a great school year. And really, it's attributed to our students being prepared each day, excited to be here. And our staff members being here too. But again, obviously we're not doing an award ceremony like we would hoped, but again, we still need to recognize the achievements for our seventh graders as we finish out the year, because it was a great year. And it's hard to believe, obviously seventh graders, you are 2/3 of your way through middle school. Next year you get to be eighth graders, and really, I cannot stress enough, as you move through the summer, you are the example of the middle school, and our middle school really is an example of you. So as you move through the summer, understand that, be excited to be an eighth grader as you prepare to be high school students and move beyond. So without further ado, we'll get started here. First up, we have Mr. Weedy to hand out our math awards.
Well, good morning. It's been a great year this year, and seventh graders have accomplished great things in math. One of the new programs that we had this year was IXL, and the report that I received here recently was the number of questions that our seventh graders had answered this year, and it was well over 20,000 questions for the whole seventh grade. So they've spent a lot of time on that. Spent a lot of time on homework, turned in their papers, and did a good job. It's my privilege to present the seventh grade math award for an outstanding performance to the girl, Lucy Hester, and to the boy, Zev Timpany. For the pre-algebra award, for the girl, Brianna Duke, an outstanding performance, an average for the whole year of about 110%. Just an outstanding performance from Brianna. And for the boy, Jackson Alleman. And Mr. Davis will be here to present the science award.
Okay, it's my honor to present the Science Award for Mr. Kelleher. He taught seventh grade science and first year did a great job with our seventh grade students. And this year's award from Mr. Kelleher's class is Zev Timpany. Next up is Mrs. Palika.
Hello, seventh grade students. I want to say to each and every one of you that it has been a pleasure to have you in class this year, and you have made me very proud. It is said that anything worthwhile takes hard work and effort, and that is exactly what you did all year. You worked hard, put in a lot of effort, and made science class interesting for all of us, including me. You each deserve to have an individual award because you each have a unique talent and ability. I look forward to having all of you back in eighth grade, and this year's Science Award goes to Brianna Duke for doing her personal best every single day. Congratulations. Next up is the Social Studies Award from Mr. Schrank.
All right, good morning, everybody. As others have said, it's been a really great school year. It's hard to believe that we're at the end of it already. As we wrap things up and we do these award ceremonies, as mentioned, I'm giving out the Social Studies Award between myself and Mr. Gunther. we discussed the students in both of our classes. We have 2 7th grade classes apiece, and came to the conclusion that these students led the way in social studies. They both were really strong in terms of just being conscientious students, great examples for their peers. And so for the 7th grade social studies award for the boy, it is Zev Timpany. Mr. Gunther will announce the award winner for the girls.
Good morning. This was a very difficult decision. We had some outstanding social studies students this year. The 7th grade social studies award goes to Nora Stites. Congratulations, Nora. Next up is Mrs. Davis with language arts.
All right, good morning. It is sad that we could not end in person, but it was great to be able to see you all most every day. So for language arts, I would like to announce that Emily Will is the top girl student, and for the boy, Oz Timpany. Thank you. And now Miss Wilson will present.
Good morning. We had a great year in Accelerated Language Arts, and I look forward to seeing you guys next year in Language Arts. The award for the girl goes to Brianna Duke, and the boy goes to Zane Yant. And now we will have the award for Reading Writing Workshop.
All right, it's my honor to present the awards for Mrs. Workenthien, and this is for Reading Writing Workshop. First up, this student has been a joy in class in Reading Writing Workshop this year. She is a voracious reader, often surpassing her weekly reading goal by several hundred pages. I love talking about books with her. She is a great writer, working hard to do her best every day for her writing, and she has stepped up outside of her comfort zone to also become a poet this semester. Mrs. Workenthien appreciates her positive, bubbly presence in the class every day. Congratulations, Elizabeth Henderson. Next up, for our boy, this student has been a joy in class. He has systematically worked his way through the Artemis Fowl series. We all love to see him get his favorite reading position during class, which is lying draped across the seat of his desk and his book on the floor. This semester, the student has been working really hard writing his fiction series called The Unit, which, by the way, everyone should read on our class blog. I love to hear about his creative writing ideas and works. I hope he keeps writing. As he likes to say, anywho, congratulations, Archer Johnston. Next up, we have Mrs. Smith for art.
Good morning. It's been a joy watching my students' creativity this year, and it is my pleasure to announce the 7th grade art awards go to Isabella Keeler and Jacob Hall. And next up is wellness.
Okay, it's my honor to introduce awards for our 7th grade wellness awards for Mrs. Gentry. This first for our male student. This student has accomplished so much for the year. He's been a great role model for others. He is enthusiastic, a team player, honest, kind, helpful, and respectful. He strives to do his best every day, whether it's in the classroom or the gym. We appreciate his positive attitude and consideration for others. He is a pleasure to have in class. I look forward to teaching him next year. Congratulations, Josue Rodriguez. Our 7th grade wellness award for female. This student gives 100% every day, whether it's in the gym or in the classroom. In health class, she completes all of her assignments, helps others, and respects her classmates. Her work ethic is admirable. She is a respected athlete in the gym as she goes full force to compete against her peers. No challenge is too much for her as she fiercely tackles every task with gusto and enthusiasm. Although she is a fierce competitor, she is often seen helping and encouraging others. Congratulations, Devin Powarski. Next up, we have Mrs. Hogg for STEAM.
Good morning. Congratulations to all of you for a wonderful year. Ms. Louder and I want to thank you for all of the excitement in the studio. And I want to really encourage you to always ask the question, what if? And try everything that you can over the summer. I can't wait to hear about what you have explored and have learned. So during the class, we have had one student that really came along other students, was always the helper, and she was always there to assist anyone that was lagging behind, and we thank you so much for that. It was Mackenzie Terry. And then another student, he brought excitement. He always brought excitement to the studio, and we really appreciate that one, and that one's for Gunnar Ferguson. And we thank you all, and we look forward to having you in STEAM in the 8th grade. And so next for band is Mr. Cronin.
Good morning. I would like to congratulate the 7th grade band students on our concert this past Sunday. I know that many of you guys couldn't be there, but those that were performed very well, and I would just like to say a moment of congratulations for that. We had our band awards that time that you guys picked, and right now I have a chance to recognize a young man and young woman from the band, and so I would like to do it. First of all, for the young lady, Devin Powarski. And for the young man, Jonathan Ugalde. You both demonstrated tremendous leadership and musical skills in band this year, as did you all. Thank you. Next is Mrs. Rafferty for choir.
Good morning, choir members. I'm thinking about last year as 6th graders when we had such a great group and lots of learning happening. And then this next year you get thrown in with the 8th graders and it's such a change. And then we have masks and you're separated and you can't hear. I can't hear. It's been a really rough year. But it's been a pleasure to be with you, and you're such a great group. But today I would like to recognize 2 people who were consistent, dependable, and enthusiastic choir members all year, and that is Riley Hampton and Archer Johnston.
Okay, it's my honor to recognize our outstanding FFA student from Mr. Eisen. Obviously, FFA is a great organization. I cannot stress it enough. If you're a 7th grader, I strongly encourage you to join the organization in 8th grade to get involved. But this year's outstanding FFA student from Mr. Eisen is Nora Stites. Next up, our area spell bowl. We have a spell bowl competition actually this next year as 8th graders. We get to host this competition for Hamilton County. So encourage you to join the Spell Bowl team, as usually it's composed of mainly 8th graders, but we had 2 7th grade members this year. And congratulations to Devin Polarski and Caden Partain. Next up, we have Miss Wilson of Academic Quiz Bowl.
Hello, I am here to recognize the 7th graders that participated in the Hamilton County Academic Quiz Bowl. Those students were Brianna Duke, Devin Polarski, Oz Timpany, and Zev Timpany. And now Mr. Schrank with the Indiana Academic Super Bowl.
All right, hello again, everybody. As Ms. Wilson mentioned, this is recognizing the 7th grade students that participated in the Indiana Academic Super Bowl. The Indiana Academic Super Bowl is another academic competition that we get to participate in. It's a regional competition made up of 7th and 8th grade students. And so the 7th grade members of the team this year were Brianna Duke, Nora Stites, and Zev Timpany. And next, we'll have Ms. Alexander with the Student Council.
Hi, I would like to recognize this year's Student Council members, Brianna Duke, Riley Hampton, Elizabeth Henderson, Abby Moisner, Mackenzie Terry, and Emily Will. Next up is Mrs. Powers with Reading Lab.
Hello. I am so fortunate because I have a job that I love to come to every day, and it's because of my students. I have really wonderful students. But this year, one student really rose above everybody else. She worked tirelessly. She worked really hard. She went over and above. If I asked her to write a sentence for an answer, she would write me an entire paragraph. She was helpful. She would help me out. And she did all of her e-learning assignments, and unfortunately we had a lot of those this year. And so my award this year goes to Brooklyn Conley.
Okay, next we'd like to recognize our Students of the Month. Through the school year, we ask teachers to nominate a student from each grade level who demonstrated pride on a consistent base throughout the month, and being their personal best, respect, integrity, determination, and excellence. And I cannot stress enough that it's foundational skills that really go on to being an adult, working through any moment. Those are the things you need to foundationally have to be successful. Again, these students, congratulations to these students throughout the school year. First up, Mackenzie Terry, Abby Moisner, Brianna Duke, Steele Townsend, and Jackson Alaman. Next up, our Role Model Award. Our Role Model Award. Again, this was chosen by our staff. This award is presented to the student who most consistently demonstrated a positive attitude, respect for self, peers, and elders, commitment to extracurricular activities, and the heart of a servant leader. This year's 7th grade role model student is Jackson Alaman. Next up, our 7th grade academic student of the year. This award is presented to the student who has consistently shown outstanding academic achievement and excellence. Congratulations to Brianna Duke. Okay, this concludes our award ceremony. Again, I cannot stress enough, 7th graders did an excellent job throughout the year. There's no doubt you're ready to be 8th graders and be leaders in the middle school. I strongly encourage you to do 3 things this summer. First thing is just be safe and have it fun and relaxing, but 3 things that you can take care of every day starts with getting outside, reading every day, and then helping around the house with any chore, at least one chore. Just be helpful to your parents. You do those 3 things, you're going to have a great summer, being safe and relaxing, being charged up, ready to start 8th grade. But again, I cannot stress enough, thank you for your efforts, your achievements throughout the school year. Thank you, parents, for your support of your students, and our staff for being here, working through, I guess, a different time. One last thing, just FYI, we're sending out a trivia / field day activities, things that's nothing stressful, but maybe something fun for you. If you complete it online, it'll be a Google form, be sent out, and then there's a prize when you return your Chromebooks tomorrow or Tuesday to go along with that. So, thank you very much, everyone. Thank you.